बस 15 दिनों में जो 9वीं 10वीं की भी आ गई तो वो हजे 9वीं 10वीं की होगी 8 तक चलता गुरु एक तो अपने तेरे को
that the total number of pass outs Similarly, the total number of pass outs has increased to 1.07 crore in 2021 as per the ASHA report. Indian higher education institutions also, they are making a huge progress in research and publications. As we can see, India's contribution to global research publications has also seen a significant rise, increasing from 3.5% in 17 to 5.2% in 2024. Similarly, we can see that Indian government is making a huge effort in increasing the investment in higher education. India is now dedicating 1.57% of its GDP in tertiary sector, which is actually surpassing various European nations and coming close to the US and the UK economies. So, if we see at the recent developments which our higher education is facing, the first one is government has implemented a new education policy, as we all are aware about the features of this policy. The government aims to transform the education system by emphasizing multidisciplinary education, flexibility in curriculum, technology integration, and holistic development of students. Government has also making some efforts in the digital field with the advent of digital technologies, online learning platforms, massive open online courses, and virtual classrooms have gained significant prominence over the years. Also, our government is making significant efforts to increase skill development programs.
जाके देखे वहाँ कई कनेक्ट
मैं तो अपने से ही है मोबाइल डेटा
फिर अपने मोबाइल से भी नहीं हो रहा तो चलो हम
Please
अपने अपनी सीट पे चलते हैं हाँ आप पूछेंगे क्वेश्चन क्वेश्चन
please
कहाँ पूछ रहे हैं
mute
मैंने
yourself.
पूछना
Someone
होगा
has
शुरू में
unmuted.
नहीं
Please
बट आप
mute
नहीं
yourself.
पूछते हैं ना कि हाँ अभी
Though India has made significant achievements in higher education, so there are some challenges which our country is facing, which our higher education system is facing. So we have listed some of the major challenges which our higher education system is facing recent past. So foremost, the first one is expansion. There is a huge problem in our higher education system is that India's gross enrollment ratio is recorded 28% in 2021 as per the ASHA report, which is far below than the world average, which is 37%. So India will have to do so many efforts in order to increase the gross enrollment ratio. Along with it, Indian education institutions are concentrated in only several advanced cities like Mumbai, Delhi, Chennai, Ahmedabad. These are some cities in which our education, Hyderabad, are concentrated. So the spread of the education institutions is not similar in our country. There is another problem which is teaching excellence. So there are many institutions which are hiring recent graduates as instructors who have little experience of knowledge. As we are teaching, we all are educators. So we will experience that in many colleges because of the shortage of funds, you can say they are hiring the just pass out students, which is not good for our higher education system. Then is the problem of equity. The higher education is not equally available for all the people of various segments. It is estimated that the gross enrollment ratio is only concentrated in those developed areas which are already better off. The spread of the education is far from the range of the people who are living in the backward areas. There is also the problem of lack of accessibility, lack of quality education. We can see that the number of institutions have increased over the years, but the quality of education, the quality particularly in those courses which are from the humanities group, we see that the students, after passing out that particular course, they find it very difficult to get themselves even a basic job. So we can see, we can say that the education which we are providing, the kind of a curriculum which we are using in our institutions is, I think, backdated, and because of it, we are facing such kind of a problem of employability of our education. So there is also another problem, which is the shortage of faculty. So there is, it is estimated by that around 50% of the universities and various colleges, they don't have the enough manpower to impart the knowledge to the students. And even colleges are hesitant to. We can take the example of just Punjab government has. Recruited 1058 teachers after the so many struggle. After 2003, now we can see that public service posts are not filling. So it is very a sad reality of our higher education system. Similarly, we can see that there is inadequate infrastructure which we are facing in our higher education institutions. Problems of labs, there are no proper class board. Even teachers are not aware about how to use the multimedia boards. So this is the basic problem which we can see we are facing in our institutions. Similarly, there is lack of employability in our higher education institutions, the lack of modern relevant curriculum. So I teach MA economic classes, and I can, without any doubt, can say that the curriculum which is we are using in our PG classes, it is not up to the mark. It is not up to. It is not that relevant that it will provide students with that kind of knowledge that they can use that knowledge after completing their course. So similarly, our institutions are not very well collaborated with the industrial groups. So privatization of higher education has also increased the cost of education. So the people coming from the backward areas, or you can say that they are not better financial support, they find it very hard to do some courses which are high in cost. So commercialization of higher education is also a very big problem which we are facing.
Excuse me,
So
sir.
these were the some of the major challenges
Kindly
which
be
we are
brief.
facing. Okay,
Sum
okay,
up
ma'am.
your
Okay.
paper.
So, in order to improve the standards of Indian higher education, we need to emphasize on the quality of education, mobilization of resources required, teachers training program should be there, importance of research and innovation should be understand. And similarly, infrastructure should be built with the help of the public-private partnership. Graduate employability should be increased. Implementation of a modern, relevant curriculum. So these are the some of the
Excuse me,
things which
Dr.
we can
Sundar
do.
Mohan.
Yes. So
Excuse me, sir.
thank you very much. Yeah, thank you very much.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thanks. Now I invite Dr. Bindu Dua, Mayer College of Education, for her paper presentation.
Good afternoon, ma'am, and good afternoon all the dignitaries sitting over there. So I am going to present. Three of us are presenting on the topic. Just a second, ma'am. I'm just sharing the screen. So our topic is AI and automation in higher education challenges and opportunities.
Sorry, ma'am, your voice is not clear. Dr. Bindu Dua.
Yes, ma'am.
Your voice is not audible. Clarity is less.
Okay, ma'am. Now is it audible?
A little bit, but you can improve.
Okay, now is it
Please
audible?
Ma'am, is it audible?
Hello.
Please continue, ma'am. Continue.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
So my topic is AI and automation in higher education, challenges and opportunities. So as we all know that we are living in the 21st century, and we are basically focusing everything, and we are depending on AI for all our small and big things. And we all are well aware about the definition of artificial intelligence. And if we say that using a machine learning, data processing and automation to improve teaching, learning, and administrative processes. And if we want to analyze the student's performance or predict learning outcomes and other personalized educational experiences tailored to individual needs, we use AI. So automation streamlines tasks like grading, attendance, allowing faculty to focus on research and student engagement. Nowadays, we are dependent on AI. And why this AI is transforming education? First, if we just see to it, that is adaptive learning, that is a platform assessing students' progress and adapt to curriculum learning needs, ensuring a personalized approach. And secondly, how it is transforming our higher education, that is virtual assistants. That is, if we say that we have a virtual teacher 24/7, the assistance is given by AI, answering our queries and providing study materials for self-paced learning. And then the third, if we see that automated assessment, AI evaluates tests and essays using NLP data and reducing faculty workload and ensuring unbiased evaluation. So if we see the key benefits of AI in education, the foremost benefit is data-driven decisions. AI provides real-time insights into students' engagement, learning gaps and performance, trends, aiding informed decision-making. And secondly, we see the benefit of AI, that is enhanced efficiency.
Ma'am, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Simplifies administrative processes like admission, scheduling,
Bindu Dua, ma'am.
support services. And if we see the
wait a
other
minute.
benefit,
ਇੱਥੇ ਬੈਠੀ ਹੈ ਸਵੇਰ ਦੇ ਥੱਕੇ ਹਾਰੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਮਸਤ ਵੱਜੀ ਪਈ ਹੈ ਸਾਡੀ ਕੱਪ 2 ਦਿਨ ਹੋ
Dear
ਗਏ
participants, अपने mics बंद रखे ने.
ਮੈਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਉਹ ਕਰਨਾ ਮੈਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਮੈਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਬਣਾ ਕੇ ਦਿੰਦੀ
Participants, please switch off your mics.
ਉਸ ਮਸਲੇ ਕੋ ਕੁਝ
Check किसका mic on है.
तो क्यों के बच्चे मुझे खाटा देगी
Participants,
हमें कर देने हाउ
switch off your mics.
कर लो है कि ਤੁਸੀਂ रजिस्टर पाए हैं रजिस्टर फड़ाए पहले देख के फड़ा लो मेरे तो आप किन्नियां के सर तो ऐड दी ये पॉइंट ते दे दंदी उसे दिन प्रिंसिपल ਨੂੰ ਕਿੰਨੀਆਂ ਕੇ ਭੇਜ ਦਿਆ
Mandeep Kaur ma'am, switch off your mic.
ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਤਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਭੇਜਿਆ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਗਰੁੱਪ ਚ ਕਿਤੇ ਵੀ ਇਹਨੇ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਗਰੁੱਪ ਚ ਪਾਇਆ ਸਾਡੇ ਇੰਨੇ ਨੋਟਸ
Mandeep
shall I
Kaur
wait or
ma'am.
should I continue?
Wait a minute, sorry ma'am. Arpana,
It's okay, ma'am. It's okay. It's okay.
Arpana Kaur,
मेरा मार है कि मैं नहीं तो कौन सा सड़ना है
mic अपना switch रखो.
अरे तो प्रिंसिपल मेरी सिफ्त करदी बेचारी ने वही आई पढ़ लिया
Actually, I'm using Arpana's mobile.
आप
आज मेरे लैपटॉप से आवाज नहीं आ रही थी तो मैंने उनका यूज किया, लेकिन यहाँ पे कोई आवाज नहीं आ रही है।
प्रिंसिपल ਦਾ ਇੱਕ ਉਹ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਲੈਕਚਰ ਸਟੈਂਡ
Ma'am, shall I
Sorry
start now?
ma'am, you can start again.
Okay. So we were discussing about the key benefits of AI in education, that is data-driven decisions, enhanced efficiency, or predictive analysis. And then if we see why we are focusing on AI-powered learning system, first and foremost is that we can tailor the learning materials, or we can learn at our own pace and difficulty based on student strength and weaknesses that we can take under personalized education. Then we have adaptive learning that assesses the performance and adjusts the curriculum to meet the evolving needs of the student as well as of the society. And then if we see the recommendation system, AI suggests sources like we can use videos, reading based on students' learning gaps. So here we can also fill the gaps, or we can say that teachers do we can tailor our own teaching learning process. So if we talk about the automated grading and assessment, which makes our work very quicker, and even easy scoring can be done through AI, and it has really reduced the workload of the teachers. And yes, of course, virtual tutors and chatbots jo hai, that gives us 24/7 assistance. They FAQs, that is frequently asked questions. If we just ask them, start using AI and ask different kind of question, it helps us or gives answer which satisfies us. And if we are not satisfied, we can again give a prompt and get satisfied. Then we have AI based tutors. We can make quizzes, or we can even personalize our learning path. And of course, it engages the students. That's the important part of it. And if we go into the insight from educators' performance, it analyzes and helps the performance analytics. That is, AI tracks progress, identifies struggling students, and recommends interventions. And predictive analytics, AI predicts dropout risk and suggests strategies to improve students' retention rates. Yes, of course, अगर बच्चे को opportunity मिलती है कि वो घर बैठ के सीखेगा, तो वो AI का यूज करेगा. और जहाँ पे इंडिया की अगर हम बात करते हैं, जहाँ हमें प्रॉब्लम आती है of the retention of the student, I think it will solve the problem. And even the curriculum involvement, AI suggests modifications to lesson plans based on students' engagement and comprehension lessons. So if we see automation in higher education, administrative tasks are of course being done. That is the maintenance of attendance, scheduling and grading, or it improves efficiency. Even student services, AI career counseling and chatbots offer instant support on academic concerns. And resource management, library system and enrollment processes, streamlined operations are being conducted. So I have just taken, you can say, a data how that usage of AI in different countries of the world is being used. And it has come out to be China, approximately 55% of educational institutions have integrated AI technologies into their operations, especially if we talk about higher education. And even United Nations falls in the second category, that is 45% of educational institutions are utilizing AI. And if we talk about Australia, AI adoption stands 47%. And if we talk about India, no doubt it comes on the fourth, we can say, place, but still our position is better than Germany, which is 32%, and even United Kingdoms, which I thought that it would have been much better, but it is seen that they had only 38% and Germany 32%, and India still is doing better in the, you can say, field of AI, and 40% of the educational institutions have adopted it. See, I have even taken this IBM Global AI Adoption Index. So this index clearly explains that India stands that 57%, we can say the light blue tells us that tells us integrating AI and exploring AI is the light blue. If we talk in terms of India, it is 57% and 27%. This is a report by IBM Global AI Adoption Index. So if we see that the lowest is 22%, that is South Korea, that's integrating AI, and even that's exploring AI is more. It has been observed that more of the countries are still exploring AI, and less of the countries have integrated AI into the higher education. So if we see the opportunities, it enhances engagement, it is time serving for faculty, global access. And if we see the challenges in AI adoption, yes, of course, there is some ethical concerns, because if we see the plagiarism, or if we go towards from where the data is, whether it is true or not, we are not really
Excuse me, ma'am.
sure about it. Yes, ma'am.
Dr. Bindu, ma'am,
Yes,
please
ma'am.
summarize.
Okay, ma'am. Okay. So data privacy is also a problem, and faculty adaptation and resistance to change is even the problem. How we can address these challenges, faculty training and professional development, of course, how to use the chatbots, then investment in digital infrastructure. We need to upgrade the technology in the higher educational institutions so that we can repost digital infrastructure and ensuring equity in AI-driven institutions. So I'll just summarize it by saying that this is a need of an hour, and we need to, I think, follow this need, and India should be at the first place. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thanks, ma'am. Now I invite Priyanshi Gaba from University School of Education, Guru Gobind Singh Indraprasth University, Delhi. Are you ready with your paper?
Yes, ma'am.
Please continue.
So, very good afternoon, everyone. It is an absolute honor to be here today to present my research on a topic that is shaping the future of education. Here we talk about artificial intelligence and human educators. I am presenting a comparative study on emotional intelligence and student motivation. I am Priyanshi Gaba, an MEd scholar from Guru Gobind Singh Indraprasth University, Delhi, and today we will explore a crucial question, that can AI match the emotional intelligence of human educators, or do we need a collaborative approach amongst them? So, I would request you all to just imagine a student who is struggling with a mathematical problem. And now that student is turning to an AI tutor, which instantly provides solutions to that particular problem and various solution to that, explanations also, and maybe deeper explanations and adaptive exercises. But when they feel discouraged or lack of motivation around them, can the AI truly comfort or inspire them a way a human teacher would? Well, that's a question. So, education is changing rapidly with the AI driven tools nowadays, revolutionizing the way we learn and the way we teach as well. Personalize learning experiences to automated assessment also. So nowadays we also see that there are many ways in which we assess from AI, and this is very evident in the interviews that we go. So AI is making education very more efficient and accessible to all. But there is one major concern that we have to look at. Can AI truly replace human educators when it comes to emotional intelligence and human and student motivation? While AI can process vast amount of data, it lacks the genuine emotional connection that the human have and the human teachers bring to the classroom. Now, this presentation aims to analyze this balance where AI can support but not replace the human educators, basically. My research focuses on four key areas: the emotional intelligence. Now, it talks about how emotional intelligence impacts learning, engagement, and the well being of the students. Also, can this AI accurately understand the emotions of the students like human teachers do? Also, do student feels equally motivated by this artificial intelligence driven tools, or as they do with the human teachers? Also, how this AI can be used to support the human educators rather than totally replacing them. These four areas help us to understand the potential that the study has and limits the AI in education. The significance of this study lies in the exploration of how this artificial intelligence and human educators contribute differently to the well-being of a student. To ensure a well-rounded analysis, I've gathered the information from various sources. As you can see, 40% peer-reviewed journals and the research papers, 25% from the books on emotional intelligence and AI, 20% from the conference reports, and 15% from the institutional studies. Now, there is no question that the AI is already very advanced in India, but despite this advancements, there are some key gaps, research gaps, which are there. AI emotional capabilities needs deeper examination, because we evidently see that the facial expressions can be read from the AI, but they can't intrinsically motivate a student. More research is needed on AI role in fostering the intrinsic motivation, not just the extrinsic ones. There is a lack of long term study on how this AI and human educators can work together in collaboration effectively and efficiently. Understanding these gaps is essential for future innovation in education. Now, let's compare the strengths and the weaknesses of AI and human educators. On one hand, if we talk about the human educators, it is very evident that they are emotionally very intelligent, and they are effective in the mentorship and the motivation that they provide. Basically, we're talking about the intrinsic motivation. However, they face challenges like we can say time consuming task and subjective biases. But on the other hand, when we talk about the AI based system, they are very efficient in providing the personalized learning experiences. However, they also lack the genuine empathy that only the human educators can provide. Now, the question is not about choosing between artificial intelligence or the human educators. The question is about how they can complement each other and focus on the student well-being. So when we talk about AI, definitely there is a connected concept, that is the ethical consideration. And as human educators, we should teach this to our students as well. As we integrate AI into education, there are three major challenges that must be addressed. That is the privacy of the data. And we should ensure that the data of the student is very much protected from any kind of misuse. And also, there is lack of empathy. That is, AI must involve to better recognize and respond to student emotions. And then we come on to the algorithmic biases. AI models need to be very fair and unbiased. And to tackle these challenges, we need strong ethical policies that are yet to be implemented, that promote the fairness, we can say the transparency, and the human centered learning experiences. AI can detect if a student is sad, basically, but it can't offer them a chocolate or a pep talk. I don't think so. Lastly, concluding my presentation, to summarize, AI is transforming education, but it lacks emotional intelligence, as we have already discussed. Teachers provide mentorship, motivation, and personal connections that AI cannot replicate the same as human educators do. There should be a balance between AI and human model, and that is a talk of the future, no doubt. The future research should prioritize the AI models that understand and respond to student emotions, which makes the learning more engaging and effective. As the future of education isn't about choosing between AI and human educators, it's about how we make them work together for the best of the learning experiences that we as a human educators we can provide to the students. So thank you all for your time and attention. I hope this presentation has given you a new perspective on the role of AI in education.
Thanks, ma'am. Very well presentation you have provided to us.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Next in the sequence is G.S. Smitha Nair from Government College of Teacher Education, Trivandrum, Kerala. You can start, ma'am.
Is it visible, ma'am? Hello? Is it visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Respected dignitaries and my dear co-participants, I'm Smita Nair. I'm a research scholar at Government College of Teacher Education under the University of Kerala. This is a humble effort by me to look into integrating career guidance in curriculum for enhanced employability. Is it moving, the slides?
No, ma'am.
Now?
Nah. Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay, ma'am. Now we all know that there is a lot of employability gap which we see around us. That's a major challenge for the higher educations now worldwide. That is the competencies by which the graduates pass out and what is required by the employers. There is a wide gap in that. That is called the employability gap. With the whole technique, the technical proficiency is required, but along with that, the employers nowadays look for soft skills, practical experience, and adaptability when they face a challenge, and also a clear sense of career direction, which is called career readiness. So, this is what we're going to talk about: this employability gap and how we can integrate career guidance into the curriculum to bring about vast change. So this is what I told you. Then next, the current landscape, there is limitations of existing approaches. Um, um, I can't find my slide.
Yes, ma'am.
You can see?
हाँ जी दिख रहा है. But first slide is slide show करिए मैम.
I'm trying to share, but it's gone, so I can't find it, ma'am.
F5 प्रेस करके चलिए. You have the content, so please carry on without slides.
Can I repeat it?
Yes, you can, but actually we have shortage of time.
Ma'am, you go to the next person. I'll just check what is wrong, ma'am.
कोई बात नहीं मैम.
Can you go to the next person, ma'am? I'll do it after that.
Okay, okay, you need some time.
Yes, ma'am. I'm not very good in tech.
Okay, okay, it's okay, ma'am. So now I invite next presenter, Daljit Kaur, Assistant Professor, Department of. Hello, Daljit ma'am, it's your turn. Daljit Kaur, Assistant Professor, Department of Mathematics, Gardiwal.
तस्वीर कौन बोल रहे हैं अभी?
Daljit ma'am, are you there? I think ma'am is not responding, so I call my next participant, Ankita Nanda. Ankita ma'am, are you there?
Yes, ma'am, I'm very much there. Thank you so much.
Okay, okay, you can start.
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon to all the dignitaries present there and my fellow co-participants. I am Ankita Nanda, Senior Research Fellow from Department of Education, Punjab University, Chandigarh. And my topic is a study on institutional support and perspective in integrated teacher education program. I just need to remove this. Yes. Just give me a second. I'll remove the things from it. Yes, okay. So as we all know, in the 21st century, global education systems are evolving and we are having many integrated programs which are offering an alternative to traditional fragmented models. And one such integrated program that has been introduced by NCTE under the draft or NEP 2019 is India's integrated teacher education program, which is becoming a landmark initiative. Integrated teacher education program revolutionizes teacher education by combining undergraduate studies and professional training into a 4-year program. As we all are aware that earlier the B.Ed program was there for 2 years, but now what NCT has done is has collaborated the undergraduate programs with the teacher education program so that they have. I'm sorry.
No, ma'am, continue.
Okay. Thank you. Which are they where they have collaborated into 4 years programs. And what is the benefit of this program is that it allows direct entry after school with multiple exits. A certificate program for 1 year, a diploma for 2 years, and a bachelor's with B.Ed that gives you that amounts for 4 years. So my paper today explores the institutional support and faculty perspectives on ITEP at Punjab University College, analyzing insights from 6 faculty members through a focused group discussion. My research questions are: how do faculty members understand the objectives and structures of ITEP, that is your Integrated Teacher Education Program? What kind of institutional support is provided for the effective implementation of ITEP? And what are the key challenges faced by the institution and faculty in delivering the ITEP? The methodology of the study, the design of the research is descriptive in nature. This study focused on expert teacher educators in ITEP, primarily doctorate holders, ensuring valuable insights. So the sample was, I chose a sample according to the purposive and where it deployed 6 teacher educator which were chosen from one of the Institute of Punjab University, that is Institute of Educational Technology and Vocational Education, from where the teacher educated were chosen for this study. The tool that was used was a structured questionnaire which guided the discussion that had it. It included the primary and sub questions for a comprehensive exploration. The questionnaire included their personal background and academic qualification, and they addressed various faculty perceptions of ITEP and examined institutional support and individual viewpoints. And how was the data analyzed? The data was qualitatively analyzed through thematic analysis. Now, the findings over here says the first question was, how do faculty members understand the objectives and structures of ITEP? This is a thematic analysis that has been done through codes, categories, and themes. Codes are the answers to the questions that were asked to them through the questionnaires in that focus group discussion, where the 6 teachers had their own opinions about the familiarity with ITEP. The senior most teacher who was teaching over there for around 20 years said that she is very much familiar with all the objectives and structure of ITEP, while the other, mainly over there, they were guest faculties, which say that they partially know the objectives, and some of them said that they're still adapting to it, and they're not very much familiar with the objectives and structures of ITEP. And when they were asked about to compare ITEP with B.Ed, that what do they find is much better, the 4-year program or the 2 years program, they said that they had a very mixed reaction to it. They said that one of the professors said that integrated course is better. Then another said that no, I feel that the 2 years B.Ed course were much better over there. So they all had their mixed opinions about that. And when strengths of ITEP was asked from them, they said they all actually had a very positive view about ITEP, which they said that it is promoting experiential learning, which some or the other way they used to find that earlier they were not providing the students with it. It is more practical, it is more vibrant. Vibrant in the sense they said about the curriculum as well. One of the guest faculty who was teaching there and who has got expertise in economics said that the syllabus, the curriculum of this 4-year integrated program is very vibrant, and they all were looking for it. My next research question was, what kind of institutional support is provided for the effective implementations of ITEP? Where all the faculty members said that their institute was very much in favor of this ITEP program and was very much ready for it. It was like it accepted it's like a good boon to the university. But many of them also said that though they have accepted ITEP as one of the major programs for their institution, they held lack of classrooms and trained teachers. Now, since ITEP has been divided into 3 sections, primary, secondary, and higher education. So they needed the faculty members for all these 3 particular courses in which they were actually lacking. And they did not have much classrooms in their institute where they can provide all the students all these different classes. My third question was, what are the key challenges faced by institutions and faculty in delivering the ITEP? This I have made is a word clouds where you can see the words that had been spoken by the faculty members, where they have said and where they have shared that where do they find other challenges that they faced in the institution. They say that the curriculum actually is very, very vast. One of the guest faculty said that the curriculum is that vast that they have to sit extra time to prepare for it, and students also have to sit extra time to study for it. They don't have any books as such. One of the guest faculty over there told me that they do not even have as such course books for the courses that had been provided in 4-year courses. So everything is completely on the teachers to prepare for it because the students don't have any coursework. Then one of the professor who was said that she preferred the 2 years B.Ed course, and she said that she wishes that it would have remained the same, because she said that the students are just joining this 4-year program like this only. Earlier, it was like that after 3 years of their graduation program, they had little much of clarity in their mind that what they actually want to choose. whether they want to be a part of this teacher education program or they do not want to have it. But now she was like that.
Ma'am,
Yes, ma'am.
please summarize your paper.
Yes, ma'am. This is my last slide only.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes. So she was like that, though they have adapted ITEP, but still she feels that the students are not very much, interested in this program, because many of the students are, rather than being enrolled in this program, they are still preparing for the other things over there also. So, and last, I would just like to say that ITEP has made an impact and is trying to make an impact. And the professors and the teacher educator also said that it's too early to say anything about ITEP program as such, that whether it's going to be a boon for their community or whether it's not going to be a boon. The 6 faculty members all had their mixed emotions about this program, but they all are trying their hard to make it a great success. These are the references. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Now I invite Madam Priyanka from Kamala Nehru College for Women, Fagwada.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'm here. Let me
Okay,
start my
ma'am.
presentation.
You can start.
हाँ जी ma'am. Just a moment. Let me share my presentation.
Please start, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. I'm sharing my presentation, ma'am. Just a moment, please. Share.
Share screen.
Share. Share screen. Share. Share. I'm typing. Yeah, मैं without PPT कर देती हूँ.
आप बोलने के लिए करो तो क्या हम शेयर करते हैं.
Ma'am, my presentation is not shared, so can I present in this way only?
Yes, ma'am. समझे नहीं बात आप.
Ma'am, my presentation is not it is not shared, so I'll present without my presentation. Will it be okay?
You can start, ma'am.
Yeah. Today, the topic of my presentation is promoting sustainable practices and environmental consciousness through higher education. Myself, Dr. Priyanka Edi from Kamala Nehru College for Women, Fagwada. So, as we know that higher education institutions have a unique opportunities to shape the values, attitudes, and behavior of future leaders and citizens. And by incorporating sustainability into their curricula, universities can inspire students to adopt environmentally conscious lifestyle, pursue careers in sustainability, and can become active contributors to environmental problem solving. So, and higher education can also become as a catalyst for sustainable practices. Like higher education institutions have a unique opportunities to shape the values, attitudes, and behavior of future leaders and citizens. So, this presentation of today will explore how higher education can lead the way towards sustainable future. So now I'm going to present that what is the role of higher education in sustainability. The first role is about integrate sustainability into academic programs. Like universities should incorporate sustainability principles and should practice into existing curricula and develop new courses and programs focused on sustainability. Second one is the sustainable campus operations. That is, universities can lead by implementing sustainable practices on their campuses and measures such as energy efficient buildings, waste reduction programs, water conservation initiatives, and the use of renewable energy sources can significantly reduce the environmental footprints of higher education institutions. Then coming to the next point is about that higher education can also help in fostering environmental research and innovation. That is research, as we know that research is crucial in developing sustainable practices. So higher educations and universities can encourage faculty as well as students to conduct research on sustainability related topics and provide funding and resources to support these initiatives. And the next step which the higher institutions can do is about greening campus operations. That can be done with energy efficiency, by water conservation, and by waste reduction by no plastic usage. Then another thing is that by universities can do by engaging students in sustainability initiatives. That is, student-led environmental clubs and organizations can actively promote sustainable practices. As we know that Eco Club is also doing the same work, and campus sustainability campaigns and events can also raise awareness and promote responsible behavior. On the other hand, community outreach programs can also be started and it can educate local residents and foster environmental stewardness. Then another thing is about the partnership and community engagement. That will be a very good step. So in this way, the universities can collaborate with the local communities, business and government agencies to address shared environmental challenges. University community partnership can also support urban farming, green infrastructure and environmental restoration projects. Then coming to the benefits of promoting sustainability, there are 5 points. First is about that prepare students for the sustainable future. Second is for the
Ma'am, be
reduce
short.
environmental impact. Third is about enhance reputation and
Priyanka, ma'am.
competitiveness. Fourth one is about foster community engagement and
Priyanka,
partnership.
ma'am.
And the last one is about support economic development and job creation. Because of the shortage of time, I am not going to explain all the points. Then what are the overcoming the challenges and barriers? There are three major barriers. First is about integrating sustainability into existing curricula, that is overcoming resistance from faculty as well as administrators to incorporate sustainability into existing programs. Second one is about
Please, ma'am,
securing
wind up.
funding and resources, that is identifying and securing funding and resources to support sustainability
Priyanka,
initiatives.
ma'am.
And the third one is about engaging students and faculty, that is encouraging students and faculty to participate in sustainability related activities and adopt a environmentally conscious lifestyle. So the future of sustainability in higher education is that the higher education institutions have a profound responsibility to promote sustainable practices and environmental consciousness, and by integrating sustainability into education,
Excuse
research and
me.
campus operations, universities
Priyanka,
can
ma'am.
also create a generation of environmentally responsible leaders and innovators. And the transition towards sustainability requires
Priyanka,
a
ma'am.
collective effort from all stakeholders. But with commitment and strategic action, universities can drive meaningful change and contribute to a greener, more sustainable world. So, to conclude, I'll say that higher education has a profound impact on creating a sustainable and equitable world. And by educating, innovating, and leading by example, universities can empower students and communities to embrace sustainable practices and environmental consciousness. So let us commit to build us a better future for all. Thank you so much.
Thanks, ma'am. Now I invite Daljit Kaur, Assistant Professor, Department of Mathematics, Khalsa College, Gardiwar.
Hello, thank you, ma'am. Good afternoon, everyone. Today's my topic is evaluation mathematics education in India, embracing the paradigm shift. First of all, mathematics education in India has largely followed a traditional approach, often focusing on memorization and exam preparation. The current situation is students often struggle with conceptual understanding, leading a fear of mathematics. The main objective is the need of transition from rote learning to conceptual problem solving and application based teaching methods. And the current challenges in mathematical education are rote learning. The rote learning emphasizing on memorization of formulas and procedure. Students often learn formulas and procedures. They don't take problem solving methodology. Limited focus on understanding mathematical concepts. Second is the lack of practical application. Mathematical is often seen as abstract with limited real world applications. Few opportunities to use mathematics for problem solving outside the classroom. The main challenges in mathematical education, first is the exam oriented education. Overemphasizes on exam and grade rather than learning objectives. Students focus more on score, high marks than truly understanding the subject. A second one is the limited teacher training. Teachers may lack exposure to innovative teaching strategy and modern pedagogies. Now, what is the paradigm shift? It is mainly shift from rote learning to conceptual understanding, moving away from memorizing facts to understanding principles and logic development, critical thinking, and analytic skill. Emphasizing on real world applications, linking mathematical concepts to practical real world problems, teaching students how mathematics is used in technologies, finance, engineering, etc. Incorporation of technology, utilizing digital tools, software, and platform to enhance learning experiences, creating interactive, engaging environment for learning mathematics. The main components of the paradigm shift are first one is the active learning and student centric approaches. We must use and engage students in problem solving.
Ma'am, be brief. Be brief, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. The main is the role of teachers in this transformation, the professional development, teacher as a facilitator, collaborative learning, encouraging group activities, discussion, peer-to-peer teaching to foster collaboration and deep understanding. The main and last, the paradigm shift in mathematical education in India can help students understand and appreciate the beauty of mathematicians, emphasizing conceptual understanding, real world applications, collaboration between the teachers, students, policymakers, and let's create a future where mathematics is not just learned but experienced and enjoyed by all the students. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am, for a nice presentation. Now I invite Jaswant Kaur, Research Scholar, Chandigarh, Punjab University, Chandigarh. Are you there, ma'am?
Anji, ma'am, I am present here.
Okay. Start करिए ma'am.
G.H.G, ma'am. Myself, Jaswant Kaur, research scholar from Punjab University, Chandigarh. Today, my research topic is the role of accreditation bodies in driving institution excellence. Accreditation bodies play a vital role in ensuring institutional excellence by establishing quality benchmarks, fostering continuous improvement, and enhancing global recognition. This paper explores the significance of accreditation in higher education, healthcare, and professional organization, highlighting how accreditation drives quality assurance, innovations, and accountability. First of all, the term accreditation is used as a quality indicator. According to Lee, has recommended accreditation as a status of an institution or program that meets specified minimum standards. He also explains, has defined accreditation as a process and a status of both. Accreditation, properly understood and practiced, has two fundamental purposes: to assure the quality of the institution or program and to assist in the improvement of the institution program. There are two basic types of educational accreditation. First is institutional and second is specialized. Institutional accreditation indicates and verifies that the entire institution has met certain accreditation standards of educational quality, and it assesses both institutional effectiveness and student learning outcomes. Specialized accreditation focuses on a narrow set of standards particular to the field of study under consideration. It is often associated with professional associations such as those of engineering, medicine, and law with specific disciplines. The objective of accreditation body and process is to develop a quality conscious system of technical education where excellence, relevance to market needs, and participation by all
Excuse me,
stakeholders
ma'am.
are ensured.
Jaswant, ma'am.
Hanji, ma'am.
Please don't go in detail. If
Ji,
you
ji,
have the
ma'am.
slides, just show us the slide.
Some कुछ top ऐसी accreditation bodies in regulation of higher education, for example, जो NAC, AIUJU, UGC, INC, ICAR, DAR, all accreditation bodies. The main purpose is that quality in higher education. Functions of accreditation bodies in driving higher education, basically ensuring quality education, promoting continuous improvement, accountability and transparency, recognition and credibility, facilitating student mobility, benchmarking against global standards, enhancing institutional governance,
Jaswant,
encouraging
ma'am.
research and development. Impact of
Jaswant, ma'am.
G.H.G, ma'am.
Please conclude as we have more participants waiting.
Okay, ma'am. Accreditation bodies serve as indispensable guardians of institutional excellence, ensuring quality assurance, promoting accountability, fostering continuous improvement, enhancing global competitiveness, and strengthening public trust. Their rigorous evaluation and validation process enable institutions to uphold high standard of education, governance, and service delivery, benefiting students, employers, and society at large. As educational and professional landscape continue to evolve, accreditation will remain a cornerstone of institution credibility and excellence, shaping the future of learning, research, and professional development. By addressing emerging challenges and embracing innovative assessment approaches, accreditation bodies can further enhance their role in advancing institutional and societal progress.
Ma'am,
Thank you very
please
much.
wind up.
जी मैम
Please.
जी मैम हो गया मेरा, मैंने कंक्लूड कर दिया सारा ना अपना.
Now invite Harihar Nag, College of Teacher Education, Odisha. Are you there? Harihar Nag. Next in turn, Veena Bass. Are you there, ma'am? I think both are not present. So I once give opportunity to G.S. Smitha Nair to conclude whatever his presentation that time was not working.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Please, ma'am, be brief.
Yes, ma'am. Is it visible now, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I was talking about unemployable, the gap between what the employers need and what the education the children are getting nowadays. So these are the limitations of the existing approaches, and these are the components on which we can build up the foundation. These are the practical application, that is soft skills. We have to give a lot of importance to soft skills, put children into internships, and then make them more industry compliant to the present needs. Then support systems, that is we can offer mentorship, career counseling, and faculty engagement, give them more training. Ensuring relevance, that is what is being taught through career guidance, make them more industry relevant, that is industry partnerships, continuous assessment, and data improving. Then how to in everything there are obstacles. Here also we have obstacles which can be addressed through resource how we can address the resource limits, how we can engage the faculty more in a better improved manner, and develop matrix to assess the development. These are just visual representations of those of what I told you. Coming to the conclusion, the employability gap demands a proactive, integrated approach. The curriculum integrated career guidance is essential for graduate success. It involves weaving career development into the core academic experience. And this approach goes beyond job placement. It fosters career creation. That is, they don't just go for what is present, they may even create jobs like what we see, these entrepreneurships and startups that we see nowadays. The benefits are enhanced student self-awareness and career decision making. It helps if you integrate career guidance into the curriculum. The development of crucial employability skills, seamless transition from academia to the professional world. It also helps in lifelong learning and adaptability. And call to action, that's the last part. Institutions must prioritize curriculum integration into their syllabus. Collaboration among stakeholders is very crucial, and invest in career guidance for a future ready workforce and empower students to shape their professional destinies. That's it. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am, for giving me this second opportunity.
Thanks, ma'am. It's my pleasure.
Thank you.
So here we wind up with the paper presentation. All participants have well prepared their presentation, and it was a nice session. I also thank Dr. Ashwani Kumar, Principal, GSS College, GS School, Gurdaspur, for sparing his valuable time for the chairing this session. Thanks all.
Excuse me, Raman ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, you haven't called my.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
मैम आपने मेरी टर्न नहीं ली नरिंदर कौर फ्रॉम खालसा कॉलेज गर्दीवाला
नरिंदर कौर खालसा कॉलेज से मैम हेलो
जी मैम फ्रॉम खालसा कॉलेज गर्दीवाला
मैंने मैम चैट में आपका नाम डाला बट यू नॉट रिस्पॉन्डेड
ओके
एनीवे यू कैन स्टार्ट नाउ बट बी ब्रीफ वेरी ब्रीफ
श्योर मैम श्योर Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Narinder Kaur. I'm from Khalsa College, Gardiwala, and today my topic is impact of AI on literature. So let's first discuss what is the literature. Literature has always been created by humans, reflecting their thoughts, emotions, and culture. But now AI is challenging the idea by writing stories and analyzing books. AI tools like ChatGPT can generate poems, novels, and even research papers. Now let's first think let's first discuss what is artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is a technology that allows computer to think and make decisions like humans. It can understand language, recognize pattern, and even create contents. In literature, AI helps write stories, analyze books, and assist writers. Benefits of AI in writing: it's very fast, it helps writers to create contents, it also can customize the content. So AI in creative writing, as I have already said, it can publish books, it can give us lots of material. Just like, for example, there is a book named Road Not Taken Again. It is AI generated book and it is completed with the AI assistance. AI tools like GPT or others helps writer by suggesting idea, improving grammars, and even generating full paragraphs. However, AI cannot feel emotions, so its writing may lack true depth.
please
As yes
show
said,
your slides quickly.
yes,
Narinder
ma'am.
ma'am.
AI in literary analysis. AI also help us in literary analyzing, and
Narinder ma'am.
it also helps us in
No need to explain
yes,
each
ma'am. I'm just
slide.
concluding. Okay, I'm just coming to the conclusion. AI is changing literature in many ways. It helps writer create content, improves literary analysis, and makes publishing easier. But it also brings challenges related to creativity, ethics, and originality. While AI can assist in literature, human imagination and emotions remain essential. The future of literature will depend on how we balance artificial intelligence benefit with the need for genuine human creativity. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thanks, ma'am. Now we are closing the session. Thanks each and every participant for sharing his or her valuable time.
Essay drafting as more manageable with support. Language practice also becomes more adaptable. Let's see ChatGPT, a widely utilized instrument. It accommodates the individual requirements of each student. This customization enhances educational results. Continuous access to resources is an additional benefit. And this brings advantages to students who are participating in conventional classes. This is very beneficial for non-traditional learners also. Then there are operational challenges. Free chatbots provide several advantages and disadvantages. Yet, the disadvantages are a notable problem is the inconsistency in their outputs, and that necessitates the and we have to validate the information presented to confirm its accuracy. The bandwidth constraints inherent in free versions may also hinder their overall functionality. Then a risk is the possibility of users becoming effectively depending on these chatbots, and this may hinder cultivation of critical thinking skills since users could only rely on chatbots for replies without thoroughly accessing the information independently. There are ethical concerns also. It then encompasses academic integrity, and then data privacy becomes a significant concern as free tools gather information regarding your data without consent. Educational institutions encounter difficulties in formulating suitable policies. Numerous universities currently utilize AI detection software. This engenders a technological arms race between detection and evasion. Educators indicate dedicating extra hours to validate student assignments, and the psychological effect on learning are troubling. The study had certain delimitations. This study only examines the complementary versions of prevalent AI chatbots, including ChatGPT, Google Gemini, DeepSeek, Grok, Claude, and Microsoft Copilot. It examines the application of these tools in higher education environments. This analysis excludes paid version of these chatbots, and the study additionally omits their application
Excuse
in
me,
paid learning
sir.
education settings. Furthermore, it
Ashutosh,
excludes
sir.
application in non-English speaking contexts. Now,
Ashutosh, sir.
yes, I'm coming to the last part of it.
Hello.
Hello, yes.
Hanji, sir. Sir, please wind up your paper.
Okay, fine. Done, madam. Thank you very much. I just conclude. Thank you. Thank you, madam.
Okay. Are you done with your paper, sir?
Yes, ma'am. I'm done. Yes, done.
Okay, okay. Thanks, sir.
Welcome.
Now I invite Dr. Monica Mahajan, Guru Nanak College of Education, Dallewal.
Good afternoon, everyone. Myself, Dr. Monica Mahajan, and my title of my paper is The Synergy of AI and Faculty Empowering Educators. In this paper, I just wanted to share that in most of the seminars, we are seeing that teachers are really afraid of AI, that whether in the coming time that AI will be able to replace number of jobs, maybe teachers will not be required. Okay, this is my theoretical paper, and in this, I just wanted to convey a message that uh, AI is here to enhance, okay, rather than to replace teachers, and we need to work in synergy so that we become more empowered. There is no need to be afraid of AI, okay, because AI was there, not the role that is AI is playing now. Initially, also we were using when computers came. Everybody was afraid that computers will come and replace everybody. Now the same thing is happening with AI. Okay, initially the we AI was there, but its role was a bit different. Okay, it was there to it was just adapting to what type of question the level of the students, and things were proceeding accordingly. But now the role of AI has become, initially it was adaptive and now it has become predictive. So as a human being, we were not able to predict most of the things. As a human being, we were a bit biased in assessment, and teachers generally complain that we are overburdened with the work which we are not supposed to do, such as maintaining of data, uh, recording the things, there was attendance, things were there. Now these things can be automated, and this work which this can be done with the help of AI. Now teachers can focus on what they are meant for as a facilitator. They can enhance critical thinking of the students. Okay, they can help to become students more creative. Teachers, AI will never be able to be empathetic. The role of empathy, that is a role of a teacher. Actually, initially, teacher was very much occupied with other kind of a work, and she was not giving much time in her teaching. With the help of AI, we can help take this as a helping tool for us and concentrate on the things which we actually wanted to uh, focus from the last so many years. Okay. Presently, the problem is that there is a transition. We need to redefine and reassign the role of a teacher as well as AI, so that we can best work best with each other, AI and educators. It's not like that teachers will not take the help of AI, or AI is complete without teachers. It has to be in synergy. Okay. There's so much work that AI is already doing: intellectual tutoring, automatic assessment work that AI is doing, virtual teaching assessment, data analysis. This is a work that should be assigned to AI only. And teachers should work on, as I have told you, on the creativity, how to develop critical thinking. No doubt, AI will also help in these kind of things, but main hold should be of a teacher in these kind of things. Moreover, if teacher want to work on research work, that will also, AI is that is doing tremendous work for research. Initially, teachers has to take leave, go to like I'm presenting a seminar. Initially, I want to do these things, but now the things has become easy for us. Same way, initially we were a bit reluctant about online things and all that. Same is happening with AI. This is not here to replace us, it is here to enhance us. And we should not take AI as a competitor for a teacher. It's just a tools, these are just technology. And but it should be taken as a collaborator, which will
Excuse
help
me,
us to.
Monica ma'am.
Thank you so much. Anji ma'am.
Monica ma'am,
Anji.
have you done with your paper?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you so
Okay,
much.
ma'am. Thanks very much.
Okay.
Now I invite the next speaker, Nishtha Rana from Mayar College of Education, Jammu.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Is my screen visible, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. It is visible.
Okay. So, very good afternoon, everyone. I am Dr. Nishtha Rana from Meyer College of Education, and I will be presenting my research on the topic assessing institutional readiness for the integrated teacher education program practices and strategic insights. And this is as a part of this ICSSR sponsored national seminar on the topic New Dawn for Indian Higher Education, embracing the paradigm organized at the prestigious college G.H.G. Khalsa College of Education, Gurs. As McKinsey report says, the quality of an education cannot exceed the quality of its teachers. So let us explore whether our institutions are ready for implementation of ITEP. Yeah. So why ITEP is important? What is ITEP? It's the integrated teacher education program for 4 years. As in the morning session, Professor Kaushal Kishore has rightly remarked that in this world there are two types of teacher education programs. One is consequent and other concurrent. So in India, most of the institutions or large majority of institutions consequent type of teacher education program in which the disciplinary knowledge gained at initial stage at the graduation level be and afterwards if anyone desires to become a teacher then joins B.Ed program to become a teacher. But I that if we see the role models from Finland and other developed countries, if we offer a teacher education program at after 12th level, then we can attract best brains system, and the choice of becoming a teacher will not become type of thing, but by choice we'll get certain students into this profession. It aims to redefine teacher education to ensure high quality research based and multidisciplinary teacher. NEP 2020 also mandates for a transformational shift which emphasizes experiential learning, digital pedagogy, holistic education. So, if we want to successfully implement this ITEP program, it requires a policy alignment, infrastructure, technology integration, so that this readiness can adoption and quality enhancement in teacher education. So yes. So here key research questions emerge. Are teacher education institutions structurally and to implement ITEP? What are the key challenges institutions face in aligning with ITEP? How can institutions strengthen their readiness for successful implementation? And in the form of objectives, we can see to assess the institutional preparedness for ITEP, to analyze faculty training and ICT readiness, to identify challenges just ITEP adoption. And it is a sort of pilot study which we have conducted. And quantitative data was collected by survey method of research from 10 teacher educators and 60 by administration of self-developed questionnaire, and the data were analyzed to frequency and percentage analysis. So these are the pie charts for some, but I will just scroll these slides. Come. Yes. So majority of the and the respondents, they say that they have a well-defined strategic plan for implementing. 97.3% have also told that they have some policy support system. 100% faculty members and students said that there is introduction of digital pedagogy courses, but 34.7% said that need more experiential type of learning. 54.7% said that they have rated their ICT infrastructure as excellent, but 6.6% say that they need major improvements as far as ICT is concerned. The challenges which emerged during this study, like curriculum reconstruction, faculty training, and student awareness, as the students are not aware about this program. So key policy recommendations for this paper, we can see that the faculty development program through structured training should be, and collaborations with NCRT, NCT, and other national body should be there for customized faculty development modules. Then for bringing for experiential learning, from shift from role based learning to interactive and project based approaches. We need to align teaching strategies, competency based learning models as outlined in NEP 2020, and continuous revision based on real time feedback from faculty and students is also desirable. So yeah, we need as the digital divide, as 57%
Ma'am,
of them
please
said
wind
that
up.
they have teacher, but few
Excuse
of
me,
them
ma'am.
also reported. Yes, ma'am.
Please
Right, ma'am.
wind
Yeah.
up
Okay, ma'am. So
quickly.
by addressing these areas, ensure that ITEP achieves its goal in producing well-rounded, future-ready educators who can meet the. So final thought with this, I is not just about policies; it's about preparing educators for the future. Thank you so much.
Thanks, ma'am. Now I invite Harihar Nag, College of Teacher Education, Odisha. Are you there, sir?
I
Yes,
think
madam.
I'm
I'm
present.
I'm here, madam. Yes, madam.
Okay.
I'm here.
Okay, sir.
Sir, madam. My topic is on digital education in India, and I'm sharing my slides, madam. Okay. Okay, madam. Is it is visible, madam?
No, sir. Your video is there.
Uh, so, digital education in India, uh, uh, now it is visible, madam.
Sir, it is not visible. You can carry on without slides.
Okay, okay, madam. As we know, education is considered as the most one of the most bedrock of any nation's social, economic, and political and holistic development. And digital education in India is one of the most important factor that help in universalization of education and providing equitable and quality education opportunity to all students, irrespective of their caste, creed, and color and background. And with the passage of time, Government of India has initiated so many programs, several programs to provide the equitable quality learning to the students, quality and education to the students. And first is the eVidya platform. It was inaugurated in 2022 as a part of Atmanirbhar program, and it is a here students can access through multi modes and uh, and uh, and access the digital learning e-content materials embedded with QR coded books, and it is also run through Swayam portal DDH channel. Throughout, the students can get access to the knowledge and through the quality of e-contents. And there is another platform, that is the Diksha One Nation, One digital platform. And Diksha also provides a large number of books, contents to the students, and NCERT also associated with the helping developing the e-contents. And the Diksha portal provides e-contents in 32 languages, and those languages are Hindi, English, Odia, Malayalam, Punjabi, Tamil, etc. And when we focus about the Diksha provides the learning contents to the students from 1 grade to 12 grade. And another program is the Vidyadan program. It is a flagship program of Government of India, so that it is embedded with the Diksha platform, and Goa, Kerala, Odisha, Assam, UP, Jharkhand, Punjab, Maharashtra, Jammu Kashmir, and Bihar. These were already implemented, along with the two central organizations like CBSE and NCERT working on that. And another important initiative that was this Swayam, the study of web's active learning for young aspiring minds platform, which was inaugurated in July 9, 2017, and provides which rooted with the philosophical ideas of access, equity, and equality that is also said by the NEP 2020. And another is the Swayam Prabha in 2017. The Government of India launched this program. Madam,
Sir,
I'm concluding. Yes, madam.
sir, time का ध्यान
So,
रखिए please.
okay.
हाँ, conclude कर दीजिए बस.
Okay, madam. So another most important initiative, that is the 5T model of India Learning Recovery Program. And after this, if the government these programs successfully implemented along the country, then all the students will get opportunity and get education, and they will able to become more modernized, civilized. And it is the responsibility of all the stakeholders along with its grassroots level people to implement these programs. Thank you so much about this is all about my presentation. Thank you so much for providing this beautiful opportunity. Thank you so much, madam.
Thank
you
you,
so
sir.
much.
Thank you. Now I invite Guru Trisha, sir, from Swami Vivekanand College of Education, Himachal Pradesh.
Good afternoon to the chair and all present. The topic of my presentation is fostering a culture of innovation, the importance of strengthening research infrastructure and funding in higher education. The brief of the present paper is the fostering. Once a second, ma'am. Uh, Fostering a culture of innovation in higher education is crucial for advancing knowledge, solving global challenges, and driving economic growth. This paper explores the critical role of research infrastructure and funding in nurturing a dynamic and productive academic environment. By examining current challenges and best practice, the study highlights the need for the robust investing in state-of-art facility, cutting-edge technology, and sustained financial support. For the present study, the literature review supports that the innovation in higher education relies on strong research infrastructure and funding. Modern labs, advanced technology, and interdisciplinary spaces foster collaboration and groundbreaking discoveries. Furthermore, the competition for limited resource favors prestigious universities, making it harder for new institutes to secure funding.
Sir,
For the present study, the methodology
Dhrutisha
is.
sir,
Hanji, ma'am.
please be brief. No need to
Yes,
read all the
yes, ma'am.
slides.
Within a 2 minute, I am concluding, ma'am. The methodology of the present study is a mixed method approach with the help of the purposes. The objective of the study is to assess the impact of investment in research, infrastructure, and diverse funding source. And the next one is to identify the challenge university face in managing and allocating research infrastructure and funding to support innovation. The finding of this research is on the base of research. First research question: how do investment in research infrastructure and diverse funding resource contribute to fostering a culture of innovation and enhancing property productivity in higher education institute? The result of this research question are organized into two different dimensions. First dimension is research infrastructure, and second dimension is funding resource. The funding demonstrate that the investment in modern research facility, cutting edge technology, and collaborative space significantly enhance the university capacity for groundbreaking research and equally partnership are essential for supporting both large scale and high impact projects and small scale innovations. And the next two characters, the second research question, these are my main findings. The first one is financial constraints, second one is CO load infrastructure, third one is maintenance and operation cost, and fourth one is the unpredictable funding resource, competing priorities, and complex grant application resource. The conclusion of my research is the study underscore the pivotal role that research infrastructure and funding play in fostering a culture of innovation within higher education institute. The finding highlight that while universities face significant challenges in managing and maintaining research infrastructure, such as financial constraints, CLI resource, and maintenance cost. Similarly, challenges in securing and managing diverse funding sources, including the unpredictable of government grant, competing for resource, and complex application process, can
Thanks,
hinder
sir.
the success. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you very much. Now I invite Jaspreet Kaur from RIMT University.
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon. Vaiguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaiguru Ji Ki Fateh. I have shared my screen. Is it visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
But ma'am, be brief.
Ma'am, I will conclude it in the
Keep this
short.
in mind.
Yes, of course, ma'am. My topic is transforming single stream college into multidisciplinary institution, challenging and opportunity. Today, अगर आप आजकल देखिए तो ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਬਹੁਤ ਸਾਰਾ ਜੋ ਰੀਸੈਂਟ ਜੋ ਡਿਮਾਂਡਿੰਗ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇਹ ਚੱਲ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਸਾਡੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈ ਚੇਂਜ ਹੋ ਰਿਹਾ ਇਨਟੂ ਮਲਟੀ ਡਿਸਪਲਿਨਰੀ as higher education is changing worldwide, focusing on the multidisciplinary learning ਦੇ ਉੱਪਰ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਫੋਕਸ ਕਰ ਰਿਹਾ ਐਜ਼ ਕੰਪੈਰੀਟਿਵ ਟ੍ਰੈਡੀਸ਼ਨਲ ਲਰਨਿੰਗ ਜੋ ਸਾਡੇ ਅਕੋਰਡਿੰਗ ਟੂ ਏਮ ਆਫ ਦਾ NEP 2020 ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਅਗਰ ਆਪਾਂ ਦੇਖੀਏ ਤਾਂ ਸਾਡੀ ਡਿਵੈਲਪ ਇੰਟੈਲੈਕਚੁਅਲ ਅਸਥੈਟਿਕ ਸੋਸ਼ਲ, ਫਿਜ਼ੀਕਲ, ਇਮੋਸ਼ਨਲ, ਹਰ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੀ ਹੋਲਿਸਟਿਕਲ ਪੂਰੀ ਡਿਵੈਲਪਮੈਂਟ ਨੂੰ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ ਮੇਨ NEP ਦੇ ਅਕੋਰਡਿੰਗ 2020 ਦਾ ਮੇਨ ਏਮ ਹੈ, ਜਿਹਦੇ ਕਰਕੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਅੱਜ ਦੇ ਟਾਈਮ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈ ਮਲਟੀ ਡਿਸਿਪਲਿਨਰੀ ਇੰਸਟੀਟਿਊਸ਼ਨਸ ਦੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈ ਡੇ ਬਾਈ ਡੇ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈ ਲੋਡ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਮਹਿਸੂਸ ਹੋਣੀ ਸਟਾਰਟ ਹੋਗੀ ਕਿ ਨੋਟ ਔਨ ਅ ਸਿੰਗਲ ਸਬਜੈਕਟ ਉੱਪਰ ਫੋਕਸ ਕੀਤਾ ਜਾਏ, ਬਲਕਿ ਮਲਟੀਪਲ ਸਬਜੈਕਟਸ ਦੇ ਉੱਪਰ ਫੋਕਸ ਕੀਤਾ ਜਾਏ। ਇਹ ਸਾਡੇ ਅਕੋਰਡਿੰਗ ਟੂ NEP ਦੇ ਅਕੋਰਡਿੰਗ ਵੀ ਇਹੀ ਹੈ। ਇਸੇ ਲਈ NEP ਨੇ 2020 ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਡਿਫਰੈਂਟ ਇੰਸਟੀਟਿਊਸ਼ਨਸ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਐਜੂਕੇਸ਼ਨਲ ਇੰਸਟੀਟਿਊਸ਼ਨਸ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਆ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਦੱਸੇ ਸੀਗੇ, ਜਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਕਿਹਾ ਕਿ ਮਲਟੀ ਡਿਸਿਪਲਿਨਰੀ ਰਿਸਰਚ ਇੰਟੈਂਸਿਵ ਯੂਨੀਵਰਸਿਟੀਜ਼ ਹੋਣੀਆਂ ਚਾਹੀਦੀਆਂ, ਦੈਨ ਮਲਟੀ ਡਿਸਿਪਲਿਨਰੀ ਟੀਚਿੰਗ ਇੰਟੈਂਸਿਵ ਹੋਣੀਆਂ ਚਾਹੀਦੀਆਂ, ਡਿਗਰੀ ਅਵਾਰਡਡ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਹੈ ਮਲਟੀ ਡਿਸਿਪਲਿਨਰੀ ਆਟੋਨੋਮਸ ਕਾਲਜਿਸ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਹੈ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਿ ਸਮਾਲਰ ਦੈਨ ਦਾ ਯੂਨੀਵਰਸਿਟੀਜ਼ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਇਹ ਹੋਣੇ ਚਾਹੀਦੇ ਨੇ, ਸੋ ਦੈਟ ਵੀ ਕੈਨ ਅਚੀਵ ਆਵਰ ਗੋਲਸ ਰਿਗਾਰਡਿੰਗ ਦਾ ਮਲਟੀਡਿਸਿਪਲਿਨਰੀ ਇੰਸਟੀਟਿਊਸ਼ਨਸ। ਇਸੇ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਸਾਡੇ UGC ਗ੍ਰਾਂਟ ਕਮਿਸ਼ਨ ਨੇ ਕੁਝ ਆਬਜੈਕਟਿਵਸ ਵੀ ਦਿੱਤੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਦੇਖਦੇ ਹੋਏ। ਦੈਨ ਆਪਣਾ ਮੇਨ ਟੌਪਿਕ ਆ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਇਹਦੇ ਲਈ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਕੀ ਚੈਲੰਜਸ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਹੈ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਦੇਖਣੇ ਪੈ ਰਹੇ ਆ। ਦੇਅਰ ਆਰ ਦਾ ਮੈਨੀ ਚੈਲੰਜਸ, ਜਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਫੈਸਿਲਿਟੀ ਦੀ ਰਿਕਰੂਟਮੈਂਟ ਅਤੇ ਟ੍ਰੇਨਿੰਗ ਕਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੀ ਹੋਣੀ ਚਾਹੀਦੀ ਹੈ ਜਾਂ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਦੀ ਹੋਏਗੀ ਫॉर ਥੀਸ ਮਲਟੀਪਲ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਹੈ ਡਿਸਿਪਲਿਨਰੀ ਇੰਸਟੀਟਿਊਸ਼ਨਸ ਦੇ ਲਈ, ਇੰਡਸਟਰੀਜ਼ ਅਤੇ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ। ਅੱਜ ਸਵੇਰੇ ਇੱਕ ਲੈਕਚਰ ਚੱਲ ਰਿਹਾ ਸੀਗਾ, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਗੈਸਟ ਆਈ ਫੋਰਗੋਟ ਦਾ ਨੇਮ ਆਫ ਦਾ ਸਰ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਇਹ ਕਿਹਾ ਸੀਗਾ ਕਿ ਜਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਸਾਡੀ ਮਾਰਕੀਟ ਨੂੰ ਲੋੜ ਹੋਏਗੀ ਉਸੇ ਅਕੋਰਡਿੰਗ ਸਾਡੀ ਅੱਗੇ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈ ਨੀਡ ਹੈ। +2 ਵਾਲੇ ਬੱਚੇ ਅਗਰ ਆਪਾਂ ਕੁਆਲੀਫਿਕੇਸ਼ਨ ਲਿਖੀ ਕਿਸੇ ਜੌਬ ਲਈ +2 ਹੈ, ਦੈਨ ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਪਾਂ ਨੇ ਕੋਲ ਬੱਚਾ BA ਵੀ ਆ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ, MA ਵਾਲਾ ਵੀ ਆ ਰਿਹਾ, ਬਟ ਅਸੀਂ ਕੰਸੀਡਰ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ MA ਵਾਲੇ ਨੂੰ ਪ੍ਰੈਫਰੈਂਸ। ਹੁਣ ਉਹੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਗੱਲ ਕਲੀਅਰ ਕਰਤੀ ਸੀ ਇਨ ਦਾ ਮਾਰਨਿੰਗ ਸੈਸ਼ਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਕਿ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਸਾਡੀਆਂ ਇੰਡਸਟਰੀਜ਼ ਹੈ, ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਹੈ, ਉਹ ਅਕੋਰਡਿੰਗ ਟੂ ਦਾ ਚੇਂਜ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਨੂੰ ਐਕਸੈਪਟ ਕਰ ਲੈਣਗੇ ਜੇਕਰ ਆਪਣੇ ਕੋਲ ਮਲਟੀ ਡਿਸਿਪਲਿਨਰੀ ਇੰਸਟੀਟਿਊਸ਼ਨਸ ਅਗਰ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਨੇ। ਇਸੇ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਪਾਲਿਸੀਜ਼ ਅਤੇ ਸਾਡੀਆਂ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਕੁਝ ਰੈਗੂਲੇਟਰੀ ਹਰਡਲਸ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਆ ਫੇਸ ਕਰਨੇ ਪੈਣਗੇ। ਕਰਿਕੂਲਮ ਦੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਵੱਡੀ ਐਟ ਪ੍ਰੈਜ਼ੈਂਟ ਆਈ ਐਮ ਆਲਸੋ ਵਰਕਿੰਗ ਐਜ਼ ਐਨ ਅਸਿਸਟੈਂਟ ਪ੍ਰੋਫੈਸਰ, ਤੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਉੱਥੇ ਵੀ ਇਹ ਪ੍ਰੋਬਲਮ ਆਈ ਸੀ ਕਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦਾ ਕਰਿਕੂਲਮ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ ਅਸੀਂ ਡਿਵੈਲਪ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੈ। ਦੈਨ ਨੈਕਸਟ ਸਾਡੀਆਂ ਕੀ ਕੀ ਓਪਰਚੁਨਿਟੀ ਹੋਣਗੀਆਂ ਆਫਟਰ ਦਾ ਟਰਾਂਸਫੋਰਮੇਸ਼ਨ। ਇਹ ਟਰਾਂਸਫੋਰਮੇਸ਼ਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਦੈਨ ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ ਇਨਹਾਂਸ ਹੋਏਗੀ ਲਰਨਿੰਗ ਆਊਟਕਮਸ ਆਣਗੇ, ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈ ਥਿੰਕਿੰਗ, ਕ੍ਰਿਟੀਕਲ ਥਿੰਕਿੰਗ, ਪ੍ਰੋਬਲਮ ਸੋਲਵਿੰਗ ਹੈ। ਦੈਨ ਰਿਸਰਚ ਇਨਕਰੀਜ਼ ਕਰੇਗਾ, ਰਿਸਰਚ ਅਤੇ ਇਨੋਵੇਸ਼ਨ ਨੂੰ ਇੰਪਰੂਵਡ ਹੋਏਗੀ, ਇੰਪਲੋਏਬਿਲਟੀ ਅਤੇ ਕਰੀਅਰ ਪ੍ਰੋਸਪੈਕਟਿਵਸ ਹੋਪ ਸੋ ਇਹ ਇੰਪਰੂਵਮੈਂਟ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈ ਸਾਡੇ ਆਉਣ ਵਾਲੇ ਫॉर ਸਪੈਸ਼ਲੀ ਫॉर ਦਾ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈ ਇੰਪਰੂਵਮੈਂਟ ਸਾਹਮਣੇ ਆਏ, ਅਤੇ ਅਟਰੈਕਟਿਵ ਲਾਰਜ ਸਕੇਲ ਸਟੂਡੈਂਟ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈ ਬੇਸਡ, ਜਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਕਹ ਲਓ ਹਰ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੇ ਹਰੇਕ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੇ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਲਈ ਹੀ ਇੱਕ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦਾ ਅਟਰੈਕਟਿਵਨੈਸ ਆਏਗਾ। ਅਗੇਨ ਲਾਸਟ ਵਨ ਇਜ਼ ਗਲੋਬਲ ਐਜੂਕੇਸ਼ਨ ਟ੍ਰੈਂਡ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ ਸਟਾਰਟ ਹੋ ਜਾਏਗਾ, ਅਤੇ ਜਿਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਕੀ ਹੈ ਇੰਟਰਨੈਸ਼ਨਲ ਅਕੈਡਮਿਕ ਮਾਡਲਸ ਅਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ enhance global ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਆ। in the end with I concluded with the ਜਿਹੜੀ ਕਿ single stream ਜਿਹੜੇ ਹੈ ਕਾਲਜਿਸ ਨੂੰ ਆਉਣ ਵਾਲੇ ਟਾਈਮ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਮਲਟੀ ਡਿਸਿਪਲਿਨਰੀ ਇੰਸਟੀਟਿਊਸ਼ਨਸ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਹੈ ਟਾਈਮ ਟੂ ਟਾਈਮ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਹੈ ਇਹ ਚੈਲੰਜਸ ਅਤੇ ਓਪਰਚੁਨਿਟੀਜ਼ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਹੈ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਫੇਸ ਕਰਨ ਲਈ ਤਿਆਰ ਹੋਣਾ ਪਏਗਾ, ਸੋ ਦੈਟ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਗੋਲਸ ਨੂੰ ਅਚੀਵ ਕਰ ਸਕੀਏ, ਹੋਲਿਸਟਿਕ ਡਿਵੈਲਪਮੈਂਟ ਕਰ ਸਕੀਏ, ਫੈਸਿਲਿਟੀ ਡਿਵੈਲਪਮੈਂਟ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਰ ਸਕੀਏ, AI ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇਨਵੋਲਵ ਕਰਕੇ ਇੱਕ ਵਧੀਆ ਕਹਿ ਲਓ ਕਿ ਇੱਕ ਵਧੀਆ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ ਸੰਗਠਨ ਆਪਣੀ ਨੇਸ਼ਨ ਦਾ ਕਰ ਸਕੇ। ਦੈਟਸ ਇਟ, ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ ਮੈਮ, ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ ਸੋ ਮਚ।
Thanks, ma'am. Your talk was very practical.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Now I invite Kirandeep Kaur from AS College, Khanna. Madam Kirandeep.
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon. You can start.
My topic is globalization of higher education, enhancing global ranking and competitiveness. First of all, globalization and advancement in instructional technologies are shaping higher education by creating new opportunities and pushing institutions to adapt. However, many discussions about globalization in in education oversimplify the situation, making it seems like a uniform transformation across all the countries and institutional. In reality, globalization affects higher education differently depend upon local, national, and regional forces. Various cases studies shows that its impact is complex and varies widely. Higher education is a massive global sector with millions of students attending over 15,000 public universities alongside a growing number of private institutions. Managing and governing these institutions at different level from system-wide policies to individual program has become a specialized profession. Managing and governing these institutions at different levels. 1 minute, ma'am.
हेलो हाँ जी मैम व्हाट हैपेंड
Ma'am, presentation में problem आ गई थी. Just 1 minute.
presentation is not working ma'am
Yeah, yes, ma'am. 1 minute. Just. Uh,
ma'am I will invite the next speaker. You can try again if there is a time.
yes, ma'am. Okay, thank you.
Now I invite Manjeet Kaur from Doaba College, Jalandhar.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Are you there?
Yes, ma'am. Screen share हो रही है मैम?
नहीं हजे नहीं हो रही.
Okay. मैम अब मैम
Yes, it is
you.
working.
Yes, I am Dr. Manjeet Kaur from Doba College. I want to discuss the theoretical paper on current status of institutional readiness for ITAP. In this paper, I have discussed about the introduction of ITAP norms and standards for integrated teacher education programs in the terms of infrastructure facilities, challenges in institutional readiness for standalone colleges, multidisciplinary institutions, and ITAP transition colleges or the universities. I am going to skip the introduction as I know all may have the knowledge of this. Challenges for standalone colleges. ITAP is multidisciplinary in nature. There is the requirement of graduation classes in humanities, arts, commerce and science for teaching BA, BEd, BSc, BEd at institutional level. But in case of standalone BEd colleges, where only education related subjects are part of curriculum, the point of graduation classes in arts, commerce and science is missing. Therefore, such institutions are not eligible for ITEP. Such institutions need to merge with degree colleges, which is the complex task and requires proper policy and time. In case of multidisciplinary institutions, those multidisciplinary institutions which want to opt for ITEP need to apply afresh. There are various formalities and points which need to be covered, and it is not easy task for institutions to go through this process. Many institutions applied in the session 2022-23 and got affiliation to start the first session in 2023-24 after completing the complex procedures such as Guru Nanak Dev University Amritsar, NIT Jalandhar, and many more institutions of Punjab. Students appeared in NCET exam and got the opportunity to take the admission in the month of August, September, and faced many problems as they were already enrolled in other institutions for other courses where they lost huge amount in the form of admission fee and semester fee. Fee refund policy of UGC for refund of full amount if the seat is cancelled till 30th September and refunded after deduction of rupees 1000, if the seat is cancelled till 31st October was totally denied by previous institutions, irrespective of personal request of UGC to such institutions on complaints done by the parents. No one knows who will settle such problems if institutions have been disobeying UGC regulations while quoting false expenses incurred during these few weeks. In 2024-25, Punjab University Chandigarh got the permission after fulfilling the complex procedure and could enroll students by the end of August, the time when already many students settled down for their further study, which was the big challenge for institutions as well as for the students. Many institutions are still applying every year for getting the permission to start ITEP and facing various problems in documentation, as can be seen from minutes of meeting on NCT website for northern, western, eastern and southern regions. In case of ITEP transition colleges or universities, these institutions have been running 4-year integrated BA, B.Ed, BSc, B.Ed courses under Appendix 13 of NCTE, which is now emitted, and these institutions need to transit their current courses into BA, B.Ed, BSc, B.Ed, ITEP. The task of transition is also very complex. Online applications for transition were filled till 5th March 2024, which are still under process.
Hello.
Hello.
Hanji Manjeet ma'am.
Hanji ma'am.
Please conclude because we have more presentation.
Okay, ma'am. So conclusion is this: there is the difference between planning and implementation. NEP 2020 issued the guidelines to complete the process for 4-year integrated B.Ed by 2030, but many standalone colleges resist it due to the complex formalities. Efforts are going on, but the institutions need time to be ready to adopt these changes. Thank you.
Now I invite Harsimran Kaur Bhat from AS Group of Institutions, Khanna.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Am
be
I audible?
brief. If you have slide presentation, then there is no need to explain each slide.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, yes, you are audible.
Ma'am, my presentation is visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. Can I start now?
Okay, okay. You can.
Okay, ma'am. Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. My topic is determinants of job satisfaction among bank employees and empirical analysis of pay, supervision, promotion, co-worker relationships, and job security. My name is Harsimran Kaur Bhat, and my co-guide is Dr. Manoj Kumar from Department of Business Management and Commerce, Desh Bhagat University, Mandi Govindgarh. My topic is employee job satisfaction is among the determinants of bank employee performance and turnover. The current study aims to investigate the demographic composition, occupation levels, compensation structure, and determinants of employee satisfaction among employees in the banking sector. It was discovered that the bank workforce is disproportionately a male, highly educated, and dominated by mid-careerists. The purpose of this study is to analyze the job satisfaction level of bank employees based on their important demographic variables, occupation, income trends, and tenure. The study also look at how job satisfaction is linked with some in-house factors like supervision, compensation, job security, chances for advancement, and relationship with co-workers. By testing these relationships, the study provides valuable information regarding what drives work satisfaction and continuity in the banking sector. The objectives of my study is to examine the demographic profile of bank employees in terms of variables like gender, age, education, occupational levels, and work experience. To analyze the interaction between job satisfaction and variables such as remuneration, job security, jobs supervision, career advancement, and relationships with co-workers through statistical analysis techniques. to to examine the trend in income and wage distribution of bank employees with a special focus on comparing private and
Ma'am,
public sector
please go
banks.
to the results section.
Go to the
Results and
conclusion.
findings.
Okay. Findings. My research is based on the primary data. So the conclusion, the study is significant in terms of comprehending the demographic composition, occupational positions, compensation systems, and determinants of job satisfaction among bank workers. The demographic study shows that the workforce in the banking industry is predominantly male, highly educated, composed primarily of mid-career professionals. A high proportional of workers holds master's degrees, which indicates the importance of higher education career progression in the banking industries. Thank you, ma'am.
Thanks, ma'am.
Thank you,
Now
ma'am.
I invite Ramandeep Kaur, ma'am, from AS Group of Institution, Khanna.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am. My topic is the role of higher education addressing the modern environment challenges. The sustainability is a crucial due to climate change, resource depletion, and pollution. The higher education institutes play a key role in fostering the sustainability. Education shapes attitudes, behaviors, and policies toward environmental consciousness. The urgency of sustainability has intensified due to the increasing frequency of climate-related disasters, rising global temperatures, and biodiversity loss. The higher educational institutions have a crucial responsibility to equip future leaders with the knowledge and skills required to address these pressing issues. The research aims to explore higher educational institutions' contribution to sustainability education. My research main focus on how do the higher educational institutions integrate sustainability curriculum and campus operations, and what are the challenges do universities implementing for the sustainability initiatives. What are the broader implications of sustainability in higher education? How we can sustainability education enforce in public policies and corporate strategies? And what are the recommendations can enhance the sustainability educations and practices in the higher educational institutions? For this, I use the qualitative approach and descriptive research design. For this, I find out data from the case studies, literature reviews, and also I examine the best practices and policy frameworks of different institutions, and from this, I find out that curriculum integration is most important. That we should focus on the specialized program in the higher educational institutions that are based on the environmental science, climate change studies, and sustainability embedded across all the disciplines. There must be a campus sustainability initiative, which these must promote the renewable energy adoption, waste reduction, and green building energy efficient technologies. Apart from this, there must be community engagement policy impact that higher educational institutions are work to shape the nation and international sustainability policies. Then there are recommendations for this research that there should government grants and for the sustainability research and infrastructures for the higher educations, and it is mandatory for all the educational institutes, all the curriculum integration, that there should be a discipline, a particular subject regarding the sustainability in all these standards. And also universities must comply with the environmental standards. They must complete their regulatory frameworks, and there should be a industry collaboration with the higher education institutions to develop the sustainable technologies. And there also a future is research direction that addressing the long-term impact of sustainability education, and also explore the emerging trends that must use the AI and technology in sustainability education, so that we can bridge the gap between the theory and practice. By addressing these areas, future research can strengthen the role of higher education in fostering the sustainability societies. I
I am going to conclude my research that higher education will play a crucial role in addressing the environmental challenges. Sustainability education foster the environmental consciousness graduates. Challenges exist like funding, institutional resistance, policies gaps. So these must be overcome. And also higher educational institutes shape their curriculum and their policies framework or according to the sustainability practices. There must be green initiatives by the educational institutes to promote the sustainability, and overcoming these barriers we require the strategic partnership, policy changes, and innovative teaching methods. Thank you, ma'am.
Thanks, ma'am. Anybody left with the presentation?
Yes, ma'am.
मैम आपका तो एक बार ही हो गया।
मैम वो प्रेजेंटेशन में प्रॉब्लम आ गई थी, वो चल नहीं
आप
रही।
एक्चुअली फिर थोड़ा जल्दी करिए फटाफट।
यस मैम, ओनली 5 मिनट।
ओके ओके ओके।
Yes. Good afternoon, everyone. My topic is globalization of higher education, enhancing global ranking and competitiveness. First of all, introduction. Globalization and advancement in technology are shaping higher education by creating new opportunities and pushing institutions to adapt. However, many discussions about globalization in education oversimplify the situation, making it seems like a uniform transformation across all the countries and institutions. In reality, globalization affects higher education differently depend on local, national, and regional factors. Various cases studies shows that its impact is complex and varies widely. However, the review of literature, Mayer et al. 2011 have done their research on impact of globalization on higher education. The purpose of the study was to examine how globalization affect higher education. It explores whether universities are preparing students for global jobs and market or still focusing only on local needs. The findings of the research showed that globalization presents both challenges and opportunities. A clear and integrated strategy is essential uh, to mitigate risk and maximize benefits. Universities can develop skilled graduates who contribute to the both local and global economy. The objective of our study is expanding global education through the internet by overcoming barriers like technology, literacy, and language, applying global knowledge and expertise to solve local issues, contributing to economic growth on the scale. Uh, Methodology of the study, the data is collected from both primary and secondary sources. Primary data is collected with questionnaires. 15 questions was designed and distributed to 150 questions of
मैम गो टू योर फाइंडिंग्स।
okay ma'am. At last, globalization has become a widely discussed topic in both national and international conversation recently. It has had significant impact on higher education in India. As more countries realize the economic potential of higher education as an export competitive among the best student has increased, globalization interaction are expected to enhance the quality of education and the way student performance is assessed. The globalization of higher education offer Indians opportunity in the changing global environment. While the impact of globalization on education is still debated, Indian universities are now open to global market, aiming to attract more international students, which will also benefit Indian students and promote their growth. This is all made possible through globalization. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Now we are winding up with the session.
मैडम हम लोगों का
Yes, sir.
जैसे कि हम हो नहीं पाया था इसमें ना, मैं डॉक्टर वो बोला था प्रिंसिपल एसटी कॉलेज ऑफ एजुकेशन बंडाला से।
Tapan, sir. Okay, sir.
Yes ma'am.
Is there any presentation from your side?
Yes ma'am.
Then start quickly.
Ma'am, ChatGPT as an AI education, a transformative potential. Hello.
Yes, sir. Continue.
Ma'am, actually, ChatGPT, especially in teacher education, is a very important, especially during the plans and teaching practice that is going on at the third semesters. And from the lesson planning to the framing objectives and of the teaching methodology and of teaching aids and effective assessment procedures, it is going to play a very important role. And when I, being a teacher of the institutions, when I ask about the students that how they are using chat gpt in their day-to-day lesson planning, they are unable to know about its use. So generate that as the definition of terminology gpt, that generative pre-trained transformer is a language model which is an AI algorithm designed to understand and generate human-like language, especially play the role of teacher as artificial teacher. So can we say there will be an existential crisis for teachers in times to come, or it will assist them in teaching learning process? So ChatGPT definitely do a amazing job in different fields like the question answering, conversational modeling, text completion, text generation, transactions, and sentiment analysis. Like as I have already mentioned, that is framing of instructional objectives. Generally, the students face a lot of problems. How to frame different instructional objectives in behavioral terms. ChatGPT can help generate smart, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound objectives. Like you have to give a proper prompt. ChatGPT helped me create a learning objective for fifth grade science lesson about the water cycle. The example generated objectives will be students will be able to describe the three stages of the water cycle with 80% accuracy in a written assessment within 45 minutes. So it is very much measurable, definite, and clear cut. So instructional objectives is one of the most important aspects of a lesson plan in teaching learning process, which generally most of the students are unable to frame in this teacher training institutions. Then enhancing the teaching methodologies. ChatGPT can.
Sir, kindly summarize your paper.
Okay, ma'am. Okay. Generally, a different way to use ChatGPT as students are generate ideas for stories and creative pieces, generate ideas and responses for homework and assignment, managing and writing applications and mails, summarizing class notes, practicing curriculum and exam test, using spelling and grammar checker, organizing academic and managing time, summarizing long essay and articles to read them easily. So these are the different effective use of ChatGPT as students in their day-to-day life use. Thank you.
Thanks, sir. So we end this presentation session. I extend my heartfelt thanks to all the participants. Your presentation was very well on the theme, and we will let you know the results once it is ready. Again, from my side and from G.H.G. Khalsa College of Education, Gursal Sudhar, I thanks all. We will let you know the result.
Thanks, ma'am. Thanks a lot.